Yeah, I haven't actually gone live in a while. Here, so, well, haven't gone live on my mobile in a while. I'll put it that way. Yeah, it's been a few weeks. Well, actually, maybe even a few months. It's been. Oh man. Got here. Got some pancakes, some sausage, and some eggs. How's your Saturday going? Is it 1:55, 2 o'clock? I feel like time went by faster there. So, Granny, happy Saturday. How you doing? Merry Christmas to you. Eating some brunch right now. Pancakes, eggs. And sausage. On a bright but cold Saturday afternoon. It looks like it could be warm outside, but because it's so sunny, it's actually really cold. We're pretty cold. You still haven't eaten? How long have you been up for? That's a long time to not be eating. I think it's about 19 degrees here. So Tina, how you doing? Some pancakes and sausage and eggs. Cheesy eggs. Yeah, it's pretty cold here. How about over there? What's the temperature in your area? $57 in Cali. That's nice. I'm jealous. It snowed a bit here the last 2 days, so I think it's supposed to warm up a little bit tomorrow. $28 in Virginia and 81. Are you in Florida, China? I think you're in Florida, unless you're in Texas. Never gets cold here. Yeah. I wouldn't mind being in a place where, I mean, I don't know about never cold, but at least sunnier. Like, it gets cold in like Denver, but it's always sunny as well. But it does get really hot in the summer, so I wouldn't mind being there. But like, Texas would be cool too, but Texas does have that like humid heat. I don't quite care for that. It'd be sweltering down there. But being in a place where like the lowest gets to like 40, that would be nice for sure. For sure. I would love that. Then I can enjoy my pancakes in peace. Did you all get everything that you wanted for Christmas? And what kind of syrup do you use? We use log cabin. My mom does. Puerto Rico. Okay. Yeah, that's that explains it. Well, no, Puerto Rico is still part of the U.S. 28 in VA. That ain't even real maple syrup. Classic Aunt Jemima. What's up, Rich Soul? Yeah, I don't know what yeah, I don't know log. Like I to me it doesn't matter if it's real syrup or not. Like I don't really buy and eat pancakes like too often, but at home, at my house, I got Aunt Jemima as well, or Aunt Jemima, for my syrup of choice. But what's considered real maple syrup, Zach? Like what brand makes real maple syrup? Because yeah, I'm with Tina on this one. Like I use Aunt Jemima. Okay, you're not explaining anything better than you're not telling us anything by saying that. So say a brand. What's a brand? Otherwise, like who the hell just has like maple trees to just go and get syrup from? Like I don't. Yeah. Because if you've ever been to Chicago, you know that there are no trees around. There are literally no trees in Chicago. I mean, there's a few, but they aren't trees that bear anything that you can make use of. You get grade A pure maple syrup. But it's a nice Saturday here. Let me see this. Oh, that's the last message. Okay. Hey, I gotta figure out what I'm doing with the rest of my day. I got some reading done. I bought a book the other day for, it's called The Road to Success. I forgot the new author, but it's originally authored by Napoleon Hill. And this new guy like summarizes it or whatever. And it's like 190 pages or so. And I started reading it Thursday. And so now I am up to about 140 pages in that book. So I'm almost done with that. So I'll either have it finished tonight or tomorrow. Because it's, I'm at 148 pages and it's close to 200. Pretty good book to read. I'd recommend it to anybody who looks to, who likes a good short read and who is into like self-helpish type things that kind of can get you back on track or get you on track for the new year. Really good book. He lists out the 15 he calls them billboards, but 15 billboards of success, or probably more so like the 15 pillars of success. And it starts off talking about like goals and desires. You gotta have strong goals and desires, and the willingness and action, and the willingness to put them into action. Really good book. What are your hobbies? My hobbies. Man, so I'm highly into fitness. So I'm not as into fitness as I was pre-COVID, right? Because prior to COVID, I was running an obstacle race, probably like eight or so times a year. And that's a obstacle course race, similar to like a Spartan or a Tough Mudder, where it's like an event where you run, but there's things all throughout that makes the run much harder, whether it's hills, swinging through things, pulling things, carrying things, throwing things, jumping over, under, crawling, whatever. I'm still into those, and I'm still into fitness, but no longer doing them just because of our current environment. But so that's one thing. And then I don't run as much as I used to, but I also have a foot injury that I'm still nursing. So I probably will need surgery because it hasn't healed. And so my running is TBD at the moment, to be determined, unfortunately. But I do indoor rock climbing. And I started doing indoor rock climbing, which made me better at the obstacle course running, because some of the events were very grip based. So if you've ever heard of Savage Race, their events are very grip based. So they'll have a lot of things where it's like monkey bars, rope swings, rope climbs, and just things that have like spinning wheels that you have to traverse via hands only. And so I needed to develop better grip and like forearm strength to be able to do that. So I started climbing 2 years ago, which helped me get through those races much better than what I used to before. What's up, Push? How you doing? Thank you for joining. I appreciate you for coming through. I used to go to the gym 5 times a week. Now I'll shut down. I did Zumba last night at home watching YouTube. Yeah, Zumba's a good one. Zumba gets you moving. And yeah, like you got to learn in this environment to just kind of make do with what you have, right? Like, so if you can't go to the gym, that's all right. You can substitute gym workouts with home workouts and like resistance bands and a few dumbbells. So at my house back home, I have like 2 sets of dumbbells or 3 sets, 20, 25, and 40s, which is pretty much all the weight I need. And then I'll do lunges, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, squats, stuff like that, like calisthenics to kind of keep my body toned. Although I'm not doing anywhere near as much cardio as I used to do. So, you know, there's that trade-off. But I did buy a air bike at the beginning of lockdown. And so I've been trying to make sure I ride that like 3 times a week at least, if not more. What's the max that I can bench? I don't know. I don't really lift for like max anymore, but when I was in the gym regularly, I could lift 315 without much issue. At the moment, because I haven't been in the gym as much as I used to, I don't know what my max is, but I can still go into a gym and do 135 like 30 times or more. Because I did that like a few times now since COVID. But yeah, I'm still over like 225 in terms of like how much I can bench. I just don't know what or how far up there I am. But used to be 300 like last year, and then when I was bodybuilding a few years ago, about 365. But I'm no longer in that physique anymore. What's up, Eric? Thank you for joining. How's it going? Happy Saturday. Merry Christmas. And thanks to the 12 of you for joining. It's a Saturday afternoon. I didn't really know what to expect on a stream for a Saturday afternoon. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for jumping in and joining. I just finished brunch that my mom made. Pancakes, sausage and eggs, with log cabin syrup. It's up to you. I've always loved it profound. Yeah, but yeah, it's been like exercise and fitness are my main hobbies, and then food photography was my other hobby, or it has always been my other hobby too, since probably like 2012, 2013 or so. I started taking pictures of food, back in the day. And I used to love going to like a new restaurant, trying new food, trying new things. And I used to have it be a goal to go to like 4 new restaurants a month or something like that. But nowadays it's not much of a goal of going to anywhere new, because, you know, everything's on lockdown or whatever. Or if I do go out, it's like, you know, you gotta like do carry out, bring the food back home, stuff like that. So, but food exploration and food photography are my other hobbies. My Instagram page was primarily based around food photography and some fitness. Whereas this year I haven't been able to dine out as much. So I kind of started putting like my ASMR pictures and thumbnails and stuff up on there, and just a bunch of memes, because whatever, you know. But I started that Instagram page back in 2017. And it's at like 13,000 now or something like that, which is pretty cool. But I need to make a separate Instagram page just for like ASMR content, because like my existing following doesn't really care for it. Like they're okay with like mukbangs, but they don't like the intense sounds of the ASMR eating, right? With like the microphone and stuff like that. So I've lost a decent amount of followers because of that transition. So I'll probably make a second page just for that. What's up, Connie? Happy Saturday. How you doing? Wishing you all a Merry Christmas, and I appreciate you all for coming and joining and hanging out for these last 20 minutes. I didn't even know the time like flew by that fast. But I appreciate y'all for coming through and hanging out, helping me pass the time on Saturday. And then outside of, so I talked about what? Food, fitness, food photography, and then travel. Traveling is a part of that as well, because when I would run the events, most of the events I would run, because I would run like 8 a year, I would travel for them. Like, I wouldn't travel anywhere far, but most of them have been across the US, and I've run a few in Canada as well. And for each trip, I'd go run some 6 to 10 mile, maybe even 13-mile race, and we would just go and explore new restaurants. So we would make it a goal to, or it was my goal to go to like no less than like 3 ice cream places on every trip I took. So it was always like a 4-day trip, I mean, maybe 3-day trip if we already like went there before, but 4-day trip, 3 ice cream stops, barbecue, tacos, burgers, or steak were like the 4 categories or whatever to always like try to get to. And then with something ethnic as well. So that would be like a foodcation or a food run vacation. So it kind of like blend like all the things I like. So food, fitness, travel, all in one. Going to my laptop, I can't add people on my phone. Yeah, I don't like that YouTube doesn't allow you to tag people from your mobile. But I'm streaming on my mobile right now, so I don't even know how any of this stuff looks. So hopefully my audio is all right, because normally I would have something up, like my phone or tablet up next to me, so I can, do an audio test. But I don't have like any of that. Miss you too, Connie. I gotta do a collab with some of y'all soon, because I've collabed with Eric a few times. I haven't collabed with Granny or Connie or Tina, so we should all get something going at some point in the near future, probably the new year, because we got like a week left. But something in the new year, either as a group collab or individual, that'll be dope. But yeah, those are my main hobbies. And then I used to read a lot, and then this year I kind of put most of my time and effort, or actually all of my time and effort, into like YouTube, which it overall it panned out well. Can you answer that or turn it off? But yeah,
Yes. Yes. Hi. Fine. How are you doing?
yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I gotta, like, prior to this year, I read a lot. Like, I read 15 to 20 books a year. This year, I've read 3, but that's because I put all my time into like YouTube and stuff. So, which YouTube has come a long way, and so I'm thankful to take on a new hobby and a new challenge, doing ASMR videos and recording and stuff. Started this page back in January. I didn't get consistent with the page until like April, but I started in January, had a post or two, post once or twice in February, and then I didn't post at all in March, and then I started to post more frequently in April, and still kind of finding my way with the channel and the page and stuff in terms of what kind of content I want to do, because food is good and it meshes with the stuff that I was already doing, right? But trying to figure out what works. The page grew to 2,000 or so, and I hit my first 1,000 by August, I think. So I've doubled since August, which is pretty cool. And it got monetized in September. And yeah, looking forward to new growth and stuff in the coming months, weeks, years, and such. Let me ask you guys, what are some of the goals that you have coming up or going into 2021 or for 2021? However you want to phrase that. What goals do you guys have? Sorry if that was loud. Oh, my chat box went away. Yeah. A bald wig. I'm not shaving my head. Yeah, I would never want you to shave your head, Granny. Yeah, I don't like. I shave my head literally every day, and it's annoying. I didn't shave it yet today, but like I still grow hair like all around the sides and the back. It just doesn't grow all the way on the top. Yeah, I would prefer not to shave every day, so I should probably get some like laser hair removal or something. Um, but I wouldn't wish shaving a head on anybody because, like, as your hair grows in, well, in my case anyway, like my hair grows curly, so it'll grow back into my scalp if I don't shave every day, which is the worst. If I had straight hair, it would be fine. I can let it grow out some, but like, no, I just, every day I shave. And sometimes twice a day, depending on if I'm going out somewhere or not. So, little tidbit there because I like to keep it crisp, as crisp as possible. Um, but yeah, wouldn't wish having to shave on anybody. Bye, Tyler. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. YouTube journey is really tough. I think my goal is to post at least 1 or 2 times a week. Yeah, what are I feel like when did you start, Connie? You start around August or September? I feel like feel like we got connected around August, but I'm not sure if that was the time frame you started or if it was earlier in like July or not. But when did you start the journey? And yeah, I post. Well, I was posting like Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, in terms of days where I would actually put up a video. And now I just make sure I post like Sunday, and then it's either Wednesday or Thursday, depending on which one. And then every now and then I might post other stuff, but like I still try to stream twice a week, which I don't know, that could be derailing how my channel grows as well, right? Because I've been reading some on like YouTube stuff too, and they, everything's like post the same kind of content for, perpetuity and grow your audience and then branch out. But like, I don't know, like I've been streaming since April. And streams are random. Like I've had streams that I did not announce, did not advertise, didn't do anything for, and they got up to 25, 30 people in them. And I've had streams that I tried to advertise to people and put on Instagram and put a few days notice out, and I get 15, so it's like it's just very weird how YouTube is and what times work best or whatever across time zones for everybody. Ugh. But I think the biggest thing is just being as consistent as you possibly can. You started in May, okay. Yeah, posting every day can be very, very daunting. Like I mean, if I'm streaming every day, um, if if I stream every day, that's different, right? Because you don't really have to edit, like it's just live. I'm interacting with you guys, but like trying to make a video, record it, and make sure the audio is right, and go back and edit out stuff or edit in stuff that you feel is appropriate, and to shorten it down, like ugh, it's so daunting. Um, and then trying to figure out the proper like video length and stuff too, because I've had long videos, I've had short videos. Some long videos I've done better, and then some short videos have done twice as good as my highest in the past. So it's like finding the right length of video content to make and trying to keep your retention time up, and yeah, so it's all over the place with all of that. And I took like a month break or more. You have plenty. I'm trying to refrain from uploading every day. I love joining your Friday and Monday lives. What's up, Real Girl Food World? Streaming brings in a lot of hours. Oh yeah. From an hours perspective, streaming does exactly that. Because I was streaming twice a week or more sometimes from April all the way through like October, So like I had my watch hours pretty fast. Um, like I think I got monetized, or I got 1,000 subs in August, and then I hit monetization in September because I had so many watch hours and stuff. But yeah, it's rough navigating what to and not to do. Hold on. Lives give me anxiety. Oh my goodness, lives are fun. I'm thinking to do cooking lives and eating. What do you guys think? Yeah, that's what I had planned to do. So I look forward to it. That'll be really good. It'll be a good component. In terms of content that grows or grows with you, content that can be entertaining and informative is usually the best type of content to make. And so adding the cooking aspect will definitely help your channel to grow. Like when I did more Instagram posts about how to do stuff or how to take pictures or how to edit photos for posts, like I noticed that I had spikes in my growth on Instagram for those particular months, but I didn't want to keep doing content like that. Sometimes I just like to do and not like instruct people how to do, you know. But it is something that does bring in a broader audience because people are curious and they want to learn and they want to know. And so that's the best way to get a channel to grow, is to incorporate those aspects. Yeah, yeah. Timing is everything, right? Figuring out when, what time to do it. But yeah, it'll certainly be a nice component to have added into your channel. I did one. I have like one or two videos of like how to do something or like cooking or whatever. Um, and those actually did pretty well, I think, for the time frame that they were put up. So I probably should have kept that going. But yeah, we'll see. It's just, you know, add them in when the time makes sense for you. So you don't have to jump full into it, but maybe once every 2 weeks you do a video along those lines. That way you don't overwhelm yourself. You get to take it easy, and if you notice that they do potentially better than everything else, then you could start to incorporate those more frequently. But yeah, so sometimes it's nice just to consume food or whatever and just, you know, post or whatever, or just chat like a live like this. Thank you for joining, Connie. Have a dope Saturday. But yeah, we're about at a half an hour too. So this is normally when I would call my live streams quits. Well, if I were like, yeah, between a half an hour and an hour is when my average live stream would end. What's up, Foolish family? Thank you for coming through. Too much pressure. Uploading on a schedule though it does allow people to know when you post. Like there were a few times where I didn't post or I didn't stream on like a Monday or a Friday, and then like people would like reach out to me and ask me, is everything all right? Which is a very weird thing, I thought at first, right? Like I had streamed, you know, 12 Mondays in a row, and then I didn't stream one Monday, and then someone wrote me on Tuesday and then Monday night on Instagram, and then someone commented on the old video like, is everything all right? Like, I hope everything's well with you and your family, whatever, because we didn't see you last night, and look forward to your next post. So it's crazy, like when you get to that consistent time frames, like people just know when to expect you. So you know, like maybe you don't have to announce when those like days or whatever times are, but if you keep it, you know, to yourself on those specific days or times, and you always try to upload on those days and times, then, you know, people will notice that habit and kind of like show up for you or whatever. which is always like a pretty cool thing to experience. But yeah. All right, I'm pretty full now. Like I've been done eating for like 10 minutes, but like I think the stomach settling part just hit me. Where like I was full, where I was satisfied, and now it's just like, it's like time for a nap or like ice cream. I don't know. I can do both right now. But but they know Granny all is all over the place. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I got so many notification bells for people. And sometimes it's hard to like see them all. Like especially when somebody or when like groups of people post at like the exact same time. And then you have like your phone just going off like do 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 do. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I was like, oh, it's YouTube time. Because people post like, you know, 9 a.m. on Saturday. There's like 40 people who post all at 9 a.m. So you get like all those alerts. But yeah, it's I gotta check my notification stats to see because I think to see how many people actually come to the video after like they get the alert or whatever. I think only like 400 or so are bell checked, or I don't know the proper term for the stat, or have the notifications on. I don't know if they're all on or partial on, but I think it's only like 400 or 500 of my subs. But you know, thanks for coming through, Zach. I appreciate you for hanging out, chatting for a bit. But yeah, we'll wrap this up. I appreciate you guys. This has been Feedmedontteaseme, eating and chatting, eating a late brunch, pancakes. Oh yeah, true fans will for sure. They always do. But you know, it is nice to see that like if your alert like goes out that I don't know, half the people that saw the alert will, you know, click immediately or whatever, or whatever the case. It's just weird. Like, I still want to figure out how to get more views from non-subs. That's the main thing I gotta figure out because it's great that like my subs watch my stuff, but I need those like other people to watch the stuff, you know, because that's how your channel really grows. Like, you get people that aren't your subs to watch your videos because I only have 2,000 subs, but there's millions of people on YouTube. So trying to figure out how to get to those millions, but I guess I gotta please the subs better. So yeah, you get more views from non-subs. Yeah, I need to get like you, Granny, in that sense, because like I think, well, I used to, but then before the before I started running a persistent stream, like now my views or at least watch time is more from subs than non-subs. But yeah, I would love to get my watch time and total views higher from the non-sub base because that's where your channel gets that growth from. But it's just for me, I guess, figuring out how to do that consistently because some videos have it and some videos don't, right? Like some will get 200 or 300 views on the first day while the rest are, you know, non-existent comparatively, you know. Or like I'll have some videos pop up and it's like I only get 100 views over 2 days and then like it'll slowly creep up. But either way, it's just like figuring out what works or maybe not paying attention to it so much, or maybe I should pay attention to it. I don't really know. I gotta figure that out. I gotta read some more like how-to on like YouTube. But I know the biggest thing is like I need to increase my watch time and stuff. So figuring out some things to add in to get people watching for the entirety of a video. Yeah, it's definitely a learning process. That's the beauty of life is to always be learning, right? Keep your mind curious and to always feed it new stuff. So yeah, I appreciate you guys for hanging out and chatting this last 40 minutes or so. And I wish you guys a happy weekend, a good Saturday, and to stay safe, stay healthy, and be blessed. Bye.